Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back to Journal Me Crazy. Okay, nope, I haven't done anything else. I went and dug through this pile to the left, which now I'm only 2 Christmas bins, 2 journals that we started because I found them in the pile, and 2 plastic lids that are full, and then, well, of course, 4 little bins. But I can get to, oh, and you don't even belong here. But I couldn't see you before. But I can get to some of my stamps and punches better now. I know, if you clean your crap, you could get to shit. Anyway, sorry. Oh, I know, but I'm waiting for it to fall. So I dug out all these things. These were from like a Valentine thing from, I don't know who. Anyway, so I cut them in half because, we're using a little thing. And then I just trimmed off, like, where did he go? Because this is what it looked like right here with the leaf. So I just trimmed off this part to make it more straight. And then when we put these in there, let me see, I got 3 of them, so one more needs to have the bottom trimmed. Oh no, he's a big one. Well, a shorter one. Anyway, he's a smaller version of it. And we might put him on, I don't know how. But then we have this and this, and we got to look and see, because I don't want to lose the flowers, so we might, I don't know, we'll have to see what it looks like in there. But then this was like a large roller skate. I don't know, I might keep this, I don't know. We'll see. We might put a, I don't know. He creeps me out a little bit, so. But I went in here and chopped the bottom off so he could be a side tuck, because it looks great on a page as a side tuck. So, and then these had that heart on top, so I just chopped it across here to go on the page as an up tuck. This had some ribbon or whatever on the side. I don't know where there's somewhere in here, or maybe I threw them in the trash. I don't know. But I just cut that off so this could be a side tuck because it says I love you. But hello, those are beautiful. Be a great little side tuck. So I have 2 of them. And then this one says love, and I just came in and chopped him in half. And we have to wait and see what it looks like on the page. But like, I'm probably going to come trim around here because, but we could maybe put a piece of scrap, a washi, or another word on there. I mean, just because it says something doesn't mean you got to use it that way. Y'all, me and this Weedeater. So, yeah. Oh, I drove down there, got shown how to use it. So yesterday I spent, I know, it was the longest hour of my life because it was hot. I did it like, I don't know, from 1 to 2:15, and I just gave up because I couldn't take it anymore. It was just too stinking hot, and I was just sweating. I mean, pouring sweat because that thing's 10 pounds, and it doesn't have a strap on there, and and it does tire my hand out. I mean, I'm like, because, the thing starts going, slower and slower. And I'm like, oh, man, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh, you got to push more. Well, I mean, my hands hurt. I can't even, they're swollen. But, so I was done. And it looks like a 5-year-old did it. But, hey, I'm happy that 5-year-old came. Because it looks so much better around, the cars and the side where you can't get to it with the riding lawnmower because that's where the little ditch is, and you might fall in there. So I got all that done around the porch because that's turned into the Amazon jungle there with some of these goldenrod plants that are, I mean, got stalks on them like you wouldn't believe. And so I chopped most of them down, but that's a lot of work because it takes a little bit. Well, then my stupid string broke. And I'm like, and so I only had one string hanging out. And I thought, well, so I get the stupid instructions out. Because I was going to go back down there to Jim's, but I was all nasty gross. I wasn't going down there. Nobody can see me that gross. That's just nasty. And let me tell you, I'm going to have to go to Goodwill and find me some crappy blue jeans, because remember I told you I ordered some cotton pants because I thought, it'd be cooler. You need the thick, it does say on there, wear thick pants, because those little gravel rocks will shoot up and hit you, and oh, they mean business. They hurt. And now I see how John cracked the French door with a rock flying, because you try not to, and by God, if it doesn't have a bullseye painted on it. So yeah. Oh. So I'm trying to figure out, because you look at the stupid little thing, and it looks like, oh, well, you just shove one in there, because we had another one that you cut it off and you stick them in, and I don't know. I just remember John doing that on another one. So I'm like, oh, okay, because it's supposed to be the automatic feed where you tap the thing down and it comes out. Well, just the one on the one side would come out. Well, where the other one broke off, it broke off, and the other little piece is behind the hole that you thread it out. I'm like, fine. So I'm done, because it takes so much longer to cut with one string, especially when I'm cutting. So then I'm like, God, I wish one of the push mowers is fixed, because when that man comes to fix that other thing, I'm going to pay his hourly wage, and I'm going to get him to fix one of these push mowers, because I need it, because I can, I've used the push mower before and just kind of like hold this on my right arm and body out, holding on to the side, and the left one going down and pulling it up, just so it cuts around, the house, and right, oh, but your crap has to work. Husbands, maintain your shit. Women, make sure they do, because I'm telling you, it ain't nothing like having all this stuff in the world and not a damn piece of it working. Oh, and now I got the itchies on my ankle, which I don't know how, because I had socks and my, well, it's actually an old bite, but anyway, my jeans tucked in socks, inside my boots, which, woo, man, oh, either the string or a rock that flew up at me. I got 2 slices in my rubber boots, so I might have to invest in some tall leather lace-uppers, because yeah, weed eating's a dangerous thing, especially here on this property with all the rocks and twigs, and Lord knows what kind of grass is growing in there. But I cut around the heater and all that, the air conditioner. So, I did get around the house area done, which I didn't go behind the house, because that's dangerous back there. But I did, that. And then I was going to, today, we got up, did the dogs, and that's all night. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get up. We're going to feed the dogs at 8:30. I'm going to get on that YouTube thing, and I'm going to figure out how to take this thing apart to get the thing on there. Well, I did. I got on there. I figured it out. But let me tell you, it's hard, because it says, you got to put your hand around this thing that's literally this big, and then I need 1/2 inch longer fingers. I've always asked God why he didn't give me a 1/4 inch longer here and a 1/4 inch longer there, so I'd have a bigger grip, a longer thing, because the lady that does it, she's got these big old long hands, and she's like, oh, you have short hands, this is gonna be difficult. Yep, it's difficult. So I'm like, well, I tried to push and do, and you can't. You have to push them both and wiggle. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm going to get a screwdriver. So I took a screwdriver to it, because I'm like, I'm done. I've been out there 45 minutes. First, trying to find the video to show exactly what I'm wanting for the machine that I have, because I don't search well. But I find it, and I did it. And then, let me go ahead and just trim this while I'm running my mouth. And then, and I get it on there, and I find this other man, because she showed you how to get to it, but she didn't show you how to cranky put it on there. So I found this other man, because it's not working. I can't get to the thing, to the thread, the string that's stuck in the thing. And so I'm like, all right, well, how do I thread it back through? Because I put it back in the hole, snapped it back on. Well, that's not how you do it. No, can't be that easy. No. So that's not working. I crank it, get it going again. And it's not working. I'm like, oh my God. And if I'm bound and determined. This is my goal this morning. I mean, I dreamt about it all night. And I was like, I got up ready to go because I was, I knew it was going to be a fight. And so I'm like, fine. So I find this man. Well, he takes it off and he shows you, that you got to put it through here, and then you put it through the thing, and it comes out through the other hole. But you got to look right here because there's this little thing, but you can see with a little bit of light that shows through, and that's where you aim for the light. There ain't no light. And let me tell you, the hole, the little channel that you're looking for, shoot, it ain't even that big. It's like, like that. And it's not even that, it's black on black. It's the color of plastic. You can't see, and there ain't no light because it wraps around like 3 inches. Ain't no light. I don't know what kind of light you got, but I don't have no light. So anyway, I put it all in there, put it in there, not working. And I'm, I'm saying some words now. Because by God, I can't be this dumb. But then I'm kind of thinking, Candace, you just might be. So the dogs have all gone up on the porch because, I'm ranting and raving. Because I'm pissed, because I'm hot, I'm sweating. I have all my clothes on because I'm prepared to go down there and weed eat. I got jeans, my long sleeve, cotton shirt, and over my tank top. And so, well, now I done ripped off my shirt and kicked my boots off because my feet are hot. Because I can't work with hot feet because it makes the rest of me hot. Y'all know I'm crazy like that. So then I take the damn thing apart again. And I'm like, oh, we're going to get it. So I'm like, okay, I got the thread. So I look at it, I'm like, oh, this is what the tunnel that he's saying, the little groove that you have to put it through so it goes around. And then, yeah, if you can get it in that little black groove on black, then yeah, it does push through and comes out the other hole so you can put it through the other hole. But you got to know to look at to find that itty bitty 1/8 by 1/8 inch channel. So I'm like, well, we can't pop this thing in there because it doesn't work that way. So I'm holding it out, holding all the 2 pieces so they don't fall apart, because it's 2 pieces that are loose that you're trying to hold up against this other, the main part, where you'll eventually be cranking. And you got wires, the 3-foot long stuff everywhere, and I'm trying to hold it so this doesn't fall out of this thing that I'm holding on to, and I'm trying to put it through this hole out here, come in, go through that channel so it comes out here, and then you got to wiggle. Don't let this one go, or you got to start it all over again. And don't let this one fall out, or you could be starting all over again. And make sure you got to put the right side the right way up, because they look the damn same. People, when you make these little parts, you need to start thinking about women. Because women need to know a top and bottom, or something that matches, like a big old round circle here and a big old round circle there, so you know that those 2 pieces go together. This is this part in it. So anyway, hold on to your stringy, get it through there, and then with these hands, try to wiggle that so it lines up with the hole so it comes right through. Well, then don't let go. Don't let go. Then you got to kind of wiggle these parts together so they line up, so you can snap them. They don't snap, but I'm saying they're supposed to snap. They don't. So you can get them in the right spots, which you got to look and make sure, because it all looks like it can go in different little keyholes, but no. There's only certain 4 keyholes that they go in at the thing. Yeah. But anyway, they don't mark them either. So you put them on there, and then you're trying to hold it, and you get it, and then you got it. It's like, okay, you can feel that it's kind of grabbing, because then once it's on there, then you got to kind of, you know, keep your thumbs on there and then hold it so that way you can smush them down on there so it's on. So 1 hour, got that crap done. So I was woohoo, jumping around like a stupid crazy person, but let me tell you, it was an accomplishment. So I load my crap up in the back of the truck, because, you know, my four-wheeler ain't working, so I can't just load my shit in the back of there and drive on down. No, got to put all that nasty stuff in the back of my Yukon and drive down there, because, you know, the pickup truck don't work either. So, you know, once again, own all kinds of crap and nothing works. So I go down there and I start, you know, weed eating, because I've got to get around the fence and the gate and my box where the mailman puts our mail and crap. Well, I hit the gate, the piece of the metal, that thing, and I was like, son of a, you made me, oh yeah, it wasn't good. Well, I looked down there after it stopped spinning, one wire hanging out again. I was like, oh my God, no, no, no. And I'm like, well, I'm not stopping. I'm not doing that, because now the thing's hot, because it's been running for a while. And so I'm over it. I slap tell you, I'm over it. So I gotta go get some itchies on there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these while I'm running my mouth, because I found these in there too. This is from one of the Junk Journal Studio freebies. So I'm like, we're just going to cut with one wire as far as I can go. So I get all around, you know, this side of the gate, and over there by where the electric gate opener is, which I wish I would have went around further and finished all, but I didn't, because I'm like, oh, I'll hit it on the way back before I get in the car. Oh, no, you won't. So I'm doing it. Get around the, you know, out there, get around the bin, and then as soon as I'm past the one fence post by the bin, I was like, what the hell? I'm out of gas. Well, I don't have any gas, because Jim put it in there, which is a very small gas tank, but you can get 1 hour and 30 minutes off of that little gas tank. So I know that now. So I was like, I'm effing done. And yeah, oh yeah, I'm telling the creatures and everybody else that's outside, they hear all that crap, because I'm pissed. I'm done. I'm wore out. It whooped my butt. So I'm like, well, I'm going upstairs, take off all my clothes again, rinse off, and come downstairs and fight with this stuff. So fight and vent. But that's how my Sunday morning went. I know, if I'd have been in church, but today is the last day of, well, the mornings, because it was only supposed to get up to 76 by noon, and then it's going to 82, and then, you know, tomorrow is going to be like 80 flipping 4, and then it's supposed to rain for 2 hours this afternoon. So, you know, you can't cut that stuff when it's wet, and you can't cut it early in the morning because it's too wet. And yeah, wah. Y'all hear that? Wah. So I give up. So I came up and decided, well, we're going to play with this, and I'm just going to show you what I did. Oh, and then this was something. He's got another part. We'll just show you this one. He was just floating around there, and I love the swirls. It had an extra part in there. Well, you know, I couldn't use it didn't need to be that big, so I chopped them so I can use those as a tuck, and then that as a tuck. And I know. And like I said, I could have dug some more, but yep. Alright, so let me take these, put them into here, and I know I'm still using the some journals thing. Oh, and I found, like, you know, remember we had that, I found some of this, I found some of our, oh, that's not that one, this nice cardstock, some of that, ooh, some of this, that we're going to be able to cut off and use for tags. I know, all kinds of stuff in there. Oh, and then these little things that we had. So, yeah. There's a lot of junk over there. Well, there's a lot of junk all around me. But, you know, and like I said, if I could clean it, I would be able to see and use. Oh, no, those are little ones. I thought they were going to be firmer. But no. All right, so I'll be back in a little bit after I put some of these things, because, you know, of course, I'm probably going to have to, you know, do a little around then, which I don't know if I want to. Oh, and then this was, you know, a clock with a heart, so I just chopped him down. He'll be a great little side tuck. So, and the same thing with him. I'm going to cut him. He's going to, I know I'm going to cut him. And, but anyway, there's just a lot of little junky things, stuff that was just in that thing. So I just pulled them all out, and we're going to put them into our journals. So I'll be back in a little bit, and I need to drink some more water because, well, oh, and let me tell you, when I came back in last night, I have not drank so much water in, well, not in my life, but in a long time. I mixed a whole one of these with 16.9 ounces of dehydration drip drop things. I mean, I chugged this, I mean, it was gone in 10 minutes. Then I filled another one of them up with water, drank it like in 30 minutes. And then, you know, now you got like way too much and you got to wait for a little bit to dissolve. But within 1 hour, I had drank 2 of these and half of another one. And then I went and mixed some organic lemon juice, sugar, water, you know, made my own lemonade, over ice, and drank that over the next hour. Yep. And took, oh, I was hurting. Took 2 ibuprofen as soon as I got in, you know, jumped in the shower. And then an hour later took 2 Tylenols and then soaked in the bathtub after I had to cool off from my shower. But I was going to fill the tub up and soak in the bubble waters, but I was like, ugh, so gross and nasty I couldn't wait for it to fill up. So after I was done drinking all my stuff, like, you know, 2 hours later, okay, it was a good 2.5 hours later, I got in the bathtub, and I don't sit in the bathtub that long, and I hate wasting that much water, but I sat in there probably 45 minutes. I know, but because I could feel, oh, I was hurting. So anyway, enough wait. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, hold your little horses and watch out. Hi guys, oh my god, I am back. Well, I'm not even cleaning my mess up. I've been doing this for hours. So let me tell you, these little bad boys take almost as long as a big bad boy. By the time you dig everything, because I filled it up. I know. There's a little room, but I will tell you, try not to use anything thicker than, oh, I guess this is a 65-pound piece of paper, because it does get bulky. All right, let's look at this one, because this one, I'm going to have to say, is done, maybe except for the front, because since I put something in the back, the front needs something. And yeah, I'm going to do a twine, but not so long, because like I said, this one belongs to somebody. I don't know who, but it's somebody over there. Oh, my hand hurts so bad from weeding. I got to figure out life. Okay, so anyway, this little bird. Are y'all ready? Okay, these are some scraps that I have, okay? But I needed some small stuff. Now, I would have probably made this a little shorter, but it's not bad, but I need something on the front. So I will put something on the front. And then, just in case any of you guys have one of these little collections like I have, This is just one. There's probably 7 bins over there with different categories. And these are just all those little note things that you used to get at Tuesday morning for $1.99, $2.19 as you can see on them. Some were $3.99, but most of them were, I mean, they were all under $3. So, I was like, well, let me pull that bad boy out. So I pulled the bad boy out. So, I know I am going to pull out what I need for the other one, and then I gotta put them back, because this thing is heavy, and I can't let it sit on this pile too awful long, or it'll be bad. Okay, so, because I was putting, you know, like Coffee Dyed, and the cardstock things in there, well, then it was just getting to be too fat. So, then I'm like, oh, I got those things that I've never used in 5 years, I don't know, however long, because they've been over there forever. Okay, so anyway, I don't know if I got time to open everything, but they're all folded, so you can journal on there, and they're birdie flower butterfly. So, this one I chopped one in half because it was too long, but the colors were pretty and it went with it. I know. This is a, I think 80 pound. But I would tell you there's room to tinker with, but well, there's room for it to expand. Depends on how fat you want it to be. Right now, tied up, I don't know. That's centimeter thingies. I don't know centimeters. It's a good 1 1/4 tight. I know. I'm sorry. I'm incapable. But like I said, it did tell me a few things. I did learn from here for these other ones. So, we shall see. Because, you know, he's short, but he still needed everything else in the sun. So then there's this little tag. And then this flip down. And then I chopped up a piece of grid index card to go in here. This is some little note card paper. It did have a piece on top, probably 1 1/4 inches that I folded over, but it was making it too fat, so I just chopped it off and left the lines. I know. And then there's this, another one of those pieces. I want to say Artie Mays. I've had it for ever. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe. This is just a label. I put it in here because I thought it was cute. Oh, another little note papers. I know I have a situation with these notepads. And that's just the little ones. Y'all know I got a huge collection of the long ones. Anyway, I know he is just plain Jane, but it goes with that. And I still might come in and put, nope, I don't know, something. But my problem is, excuse me, I'm tired. I have worked too much the last 2 days. Oh, that is cute though. I'm just trying not to bulk it up, and that's, you know, thick, but well, need you to do. So there is no room for strings, twine, or nothing in here. Unless you want to maybe use thread. Anyway, this is just a piece of, I don't even know. It was some of the first paper I ever bought, and it's just in this scrap thing that's been sitting back here for as long as I've been doing this. I don't know, but I love it. I know that's naked. There's room for a piece of paper. Okay, there might be room for 5 or 6 papers, but that's about it. And then this one, it just says be free, and it's the wind blowing. And it just went with these colors. I know it's not a bird or a butterfly or flower, but it's flying in the air, and it has flowers on there. So, well, you know, what can I say? This is just scrap, but I liked it. And then this, I had to put in here. I know it has nothing to do with Man in the Moon, but I love the colors. It's a peacock. And yes, it does have a little, he has made everything beautiful. Oh, I can't pronounce it. Electies, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry for anybody who just witnessed that butchering of that. So anyway, but how did I have it? I must have had it that way, so you can see the pretty peacock. I love the colors, and he was so pretty in here. So anyway, and then back here, I just took a piece of that old wallpaper border, and there's no paste, no nothing left on here, so it's great for journaling, and these colors go with it. Oh, a piece of grid note paper. I just folded in half. Obviously, I need a nap. I don't have anything underneath here, but let me tell you what. There's room. There's room for something there. I know. And there's room for something there. Like I said, you might could use you know, maybe a dozen of your own papers. So you can take any. Okay, more. There's a bunch. Oh crap! That's too many back to back, though. I don't know. I might have to go look. I don't know. I know. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to find something else to go in there because I just can't do it. What's this hanging over here? See, everything I've got's thick. And then everything I have has to be cut to fit into this little thing. Oh, but I do love that. Even though it would fit perfectly in one of them, but I do like that. Even though it's little. Okay, I might have to come back to that. I know, sorry. And then this is one of my little bitties, and you might say, well, why don't you have it that way with paper clip up top? Because the words are upside down. So, I don't know. Put it however you want it. Oh, and I know these little birdies are sideways, but they're too cute. And it goes with those colors. You know, that flower and that flower. Close enough. I don't, empty spot. Oh, I guess we could use a bigger thing so you can see. Room for plenty. Sorry, I'm scratching my nose. And then this one is just like the sunshine in the background. What is that? Jimmy Dean sausage. I don't eat Jimmy Dean sausage. Well, I do use it when I make dirty rice. I'm not a sausage eater. And then this just has some coffee dye paper in there. I know I like the darker sides. That's why I left it so you could see it on there. I wasn't hiding the torn page in the back. Obviously, he was put in there before. There we go. It does fit, but I tell you, it's a little tight. So, I don't know. That's because I got so much junk in there. So, I would say if you're going to fill these puppies, what did I put in here? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8's too many. 7 is what's to do. And I don't remember what I did on the other ones. Because, I mean, you've got to have room to fill them. Oh, Candace. Here's an empty hole. Oh, my gosh. Oh, gosh, here's more empty holes. Sorry, y'all. Oh, but I mean, and just little, pieces of little, paper, just, that's all it needs is one little thin piece of paper in there. And then this one, oh gosh, he's empty too. I know, and then I started decorating because, well, I just can't not. So some pages are definitely more elaborate than the others. And I love this green just because it pulls out all the greeneries on the teapot. And like I said, it's just places to make little notes. This was just scrap laying around that I had over there. I folded it in half and stuck it in there. So, I mean, that's really all you need is just some little pieces of note, little small, just small papers. And then, a little roller skate thing. I just went ahead and used him because, well, he's hanging around. Hanging around. And maybe you could just tape something in here. I know. Or decorate the page and leave it blank. Ouch. Well, I'll tell you. What did I say? 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 32. Right? I forget. So you take, it's 8. 8 and 8 is 16. So that's 16. And 16 is 32. So it's actually 64 pockets, pages, notes areas. So you could write in here for 2 months. Oops, I know. But see, isn't he cute? And then just even a nice label that you like to write little notes on. And then this little birdie one. It's just little birds and some stamps. But he's cute. He goes in here. Ooh. I'm telling you, I cannot do yard work and craft. From elbows down, just hurts too much. I can't do it. All the vibration and fighting. And then there's the other part of that one that I told you I cut in half. But it's such pretty paper. If you don't like love, get another word put on there, or some washi tape. This has nothing to do with it, but I like the colors, and it's a splat one that I had in there. And so I just put it in here because it goes with these colors over here. And then this one. I mean, it's just a little happy journal, unless you want to, write nasty stuff in there because you're having a crappy day. Like I said, if you're having a crappy day at work, or you had a crappy day at home, you didn't want nobody to see it. Use it at work. Just get all your frustrations out. Oh, there's a little tuck spot there. I mean, there's a good dozen. See, like he is 110 pounds. I know I might need to swap him out for something thinner because that's like 3 pockets worth of stuff. Because that's some thick stuff. I know. And all this is, well, his other half is somewhere else. I punched the flower, put the center, and then cut it in half and just put it on here as a side tuck. I know. It's cute though, huh? And then this word, everlasting, was just floating around on the desk, so I got tired of seeing it, and so I just glued it on here. And just some little scrap, 65-pound paper. Like I said, that's truly your maximum, if you can. Because like I said, I got a lot of pocket stuff made of this 110. Ooh, that's just thick. Try to stay with 65 pounds for your pockets and other things, and then, because it does take a bunch. Now this, I love this little blue, and I was going to put a blue flower on there, but then I saw this thing laying on the table, and I was like, well, we're just going to leave them like that, because, I mean, I just love the little blue. Yep. Here, just got this little flower water lily type thing. And then here, I know he's naked. And I just left the strings on here because I didn't want to put a bow in there to make more bulk. So I just cut them. They're just fine. And I put this little on here. in a word. And then this, it says beautiful with flowers on there. I know it's just plain Jane. And then since we're using this all the time playing around, I put it in here. I know it's just some old school writing paper. Got room. Oh, I lost my little thing. Got room for something there. And then this one just has these really pretty flowers on there. And they go either way. I mean, the flowers are whichever way, but I put it this way because the shade went with this page. I know, what can I say? And we got this one. Come on, monkeys. He has a butterfly on top, but I put it in here because of this colorful flower. And then there's another one of those. I was just trying to pull something pinkish in there to keep up with the pinks. And then I made this little thing from a bird sticker and another little sticker and just put them on there as a little cluster thing. And the other part of the graph index card. And then this is just that piece of scrap we had laying around. Oh, that's right, I didn't want graph on graph, but whatever. You can write on both pages, and that's that half of the clock that we put on there for a side tuck. This some more just plain coffee dye paper. Ew, let that show. I don't know, do I want it over here instead? Maybe. Yeah, let's put them over here. I know, hold on. This is not that. What you dinky? Where's my? Here he is. Uh-oh, that's too fat. Popsicle stick sounds good. Alright. Popsicle does sound good, but I don't have none. Alright, there. Now it goes in there much better. Look at this, these little birds on here. I know, here I am. Oh, let's put some more on there. Bulk it up. No, Candace, get off of there. Oh, I know. I'm so sad. And then there's that one. Well, it opens, I promise you. These little, I guess, dogwood flowers, maybe. And then this is just some more of that, graph paper. I thought it just, you know, went well with all these other crazy colors on there. And then I just took a, this is from one of these, I don't know, one of these kit sets sitting over here. And so I punched those out, well, glued them on book page first, then punched it out, and it still needed something to do the bird, so then I did, oh, I don't remember now, because these things, I used a 1 1/4 punch for that, and then this is 1 1/2 inch punch, so that's what those circles are. And then here, I know, but this is a dark one, and all these bright colors, so it's more balloons, but it's got little butterflies and some flowers on there too, so, you know, it goes, and then all this dark just tied it in, so I thought it was cute. It went together. And then he's waiting for something. He's waiting for his Irish coffee. Hold on. I know. Oh my God. I don't know why. It's just it's full. I know. So, depending on what handed you are, you know, if you're lefty, I would leave a couple blank pages to write in. If you're righty, you know, have some righties open. Oh, and then I had this little bitty sack that I put on the back here, and then I had these little bookmarks that I cut down because, oh God, where'd it go? Well, it's buried underneath that other box. So, and then this is another thick tag. Like I said, I might need to see if I can find some thinner. Because, I mean, you hear that, don't you? It's so thick. So I might have to go and find a few other thingies in there to put in their places. Because it's just, that 110 pound is just too thick. That's all there is to it. I know, I'm sorry. So, well, that's that bad boy. So, I'm gonna, I guess, spend the night down here. I've got all these things that I want to, glue in, the ones that I know for sure, so I can, do those, make their proper twines, and, whoa, decide what I'm going to do for the spine. I don't know. I know that one's cracked now. I don't know. I might just seal it with just, I don't know, because it's raining. I know, it's driving me crazy. So, anyway, that's the littlest one. And then we have these other larger ones that I'm going to put all these in here that I have 3 of and slap them in there and all the other good stuff. And then I will show you what I have done. But I've got to get some of this stuff off of here again because it's driving me crazy. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will get the other ones finished and then, ouch, show it to you. And let's see if I can zoom in. Ouch. I know my hands are killing me. So you can see that silly little bird. And I'm watching the ceiling fan go around. It does amaze me because when I, when I upload it and you can't see it, but I can always see it on the phone. I'm trying not to mess up the phone. Okay, so, well, as I say that, they're cockeyed. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, I'll get the other ones done, and, do the flip throughs on that, and then, I know, we will be going on to the next one, because I've got, my phone's been tooting, swinging, ringing, dinging, donging, and everything else underneath the sun, but I didn't want to stop and see what it was. I hope he really needs me, because I didn't want to paste my videos together. I know I hate merging them. So I will see y'all in the next video. Lots of kisses, lots of love. Oh, I know I gotta take some more Tylenol and ibuprofen because, I got to, now I'm going to have to call and see how much somebody charged me to weed eat, because I can't kill myself like this. I mean, because if I do this, I'll ruin my hands and stuff, and I can't do it. It's just too much for me. So anyway, I know y'all won't hear that wham, 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 but it is. So I will see y'all later. Bye, guys. Little girl's calling me. Excuse me. I'm being beckoned again. All right. Bye, guys.